and welcome back to Vanessa's podcast. So today I'm going to be doing a publishing episode because I see that lots of new writer these days are struggling to decide which company to go with, because there's just a lot of different press and publishing company, and it's very confusing at times. So you really have to do a lot of research and make sure that the publishing company is not just a good looking website. So you really have to dig and do your homework to make sure that you're not putting your money, in the wrong place. Now you have to decide if you want to do an author-founded traditional publisher, if you want to go with Vanity Press publishing company, if you want to do an independent publishing company, if you want to self-publish first and then hire an agent to publish a book for you, to represent you. You really have to look through all those different perspectives and decide what will work best for you as a new future author. So it's really something that you have to ask yourself, where do I best fit, and what would I benefit from the company I'm working with? Because it's also about the employees and the crew behind every single company and how well they're performing their duties. And so let's say you have that wonderful editor who has millions of followers and readers and feedbacks, and he has worked for like the major big chains, in the writing industry, and he's just so dedicated to his job and he just loves to help new writers. When you get somebody like this, that you're gonna get the best expertise, and you're going to learn at the same time, and your book is going to be in good hands. Now, you can have the same type of person, but just who lost their passion, or maybe are more driven by money, or maybe are just driven by only themselves or the company itself, and not necessarily the client. So it's really important to know who you're dealing with. So if you have the resource and the funds, I would suggest that you hire your own manager and then seek an agent. The manager is going to be here to manage your money, to manage, your decision, to find you the right agent, to work with, to make sure that the agent is going to, push the door to get you the contracts that you're looking for, if you are looking for contracts, which can be a goal in an author's life, just such as mine, always been one my goal to hit the big traditional publishing contract, of course, and motivate yourself to do more, to accomplish more, and to go further and beyond, and reach your dream, because that's really the goal. I mean, life will not be fun if we just, sit and settle for less. So that's my suggestion. So I suggest, if you are here for the first time, to first of all visit my page on Facebook, The Creative Arts 16. Second of all, go check out my writers group, because we have been established for 2 years now almost. And so we're like a small communities of writers and authors, and there's great titles out there and great authors. And some of our authors have their own podcast as well. And, you can ask them questions. They can answer you. I'm also offering free 4-week mentorships. I also have another class on Google Classroom. It's an 8-week class. You can sign up for this one on my website directly, and my website is on my page. It's really easy to just go on the Facebook page and be able to locate everything. I'm also I'm also French, so I'm open to French speaker. I can help if I ever get somebody from Canada or France and seeking my help. I can do everything in French. Also, I can also do translation service. And if it's something else you're looking for, like translating your work, I can do that too. I also can turn your books into audiobook within 3 months for little as um, $300, and that's the cheapest and I can go with because it takes a lot of work and I have to do all the footsteps for you. So um, also, so if you look at the group and it's called A New Day, A New Story, which you found on the page, all you have to do is click, look in our groups, and then you click. It's there, so you don't have to actually type it. And you also see all the publishing company that are listed there. And why they are specifically listed some of those is because those are places that are I'm interested in or I'm working with, and I know that this might be a chance of getting something or at least getting some good exposure for my books, which I have over 15 books listed on Amazon. If you're interested to go take a look. Go take a look at my Amazon offer profile because that's also another service that I provide. Um, I am really good at putting everything together so everything gets connected. It did took me a lot of years, a lot of research, a lot of work and time for me to get to where I am now. Of course, I don't have that many review, I admit. I haven't invested in getting a review because I'm just not one of those people who just like to push us, pay a certain amount to get a certain amount of reviews. It's just, I just don't think that $10 a review is it's just very pricey. It just doesn't seem fair. So, I just like to provide review for the offer. They want to do the same for me, great. If not, it's okay. I do have way more reviews on Goodreads. So you can find me on Goodreads and follow me. I'd love to follow you. I'm very involved in the writers community as well as other different writers groups. So I love to learn more about, ideas from new writers and all type of job really. Because I'm still exploring a different era myself. So, if you have some job and you want to talk about, you want to discuss, and you want to just you know uh, teach somebody else, you can just post that on my page directly. Love to have all type of new writer, and also keep in mind that everything you post um, has been seen by a lot of people, but it's always been shared, and you are free to post your books, your ambition goals, and you're seeking help. You can just say, I'm looking for help, or, I need help with this paragraph in my book, or what do you think? I need some feedback, or where could I get some beta readers, or where could I go to find a good, a good writer group and who could really, help me out and be with me all the way. I mean, of course, our group is there for that, but there's also other places because I don't like the competition. I like to, to just be helpful for everybody. It's not about getting and getting. It's about giving and, and encouraging other people to grow in their field, and I think if we all grow at the same time, um, we can we can be more beneficial to each other by helping each other to grow, and I might lack something and you might lack something, so we can complement each other with our new knowledge. So uh yeah, don't forget to go check that out. Also at 5:30 tonight, I'm going to be in my Zoom meeting room. So you can go to my page and see where it is. I just posted earlier the link, so you just have to click it, and just there's no code, so just put your name, enter the room, and that's just to if you want to support, if you want to learn about donation, if you want to just participate in the free healing session with a quick meditation, that's going to be at 6 p.m. and at a recurring meeting that happens every Monday. Also, I am offering, like I was saying, all the type of publishing service. So you can look for more details. There's more publishing service as well, marketing service as well on my website directly. So I hope that I was a little bit helpful. I can't just name a bunch of different publishing companies just right off the bat like this because there's just too many. It would take too much of my time. But I suggest that you check out the one that I mentioned that are listed on my group, and and just check it out. Also, don't forget that there's always tons of places where you can enter contests for money. So narrow things down, and there's a group 5, it's called a guide for publishing in 2019, and it's in the group. And in that 5, there's I don't know, 200 different magazine, and each of those magazine pay you a certain amount of money per words or per paragraph or per the number of words basically. And so it's for you to narrow it down. That's what I'm doing these days, and see what you can do if you can make some money this way and get some exposure. I also like to use Arrow, help a reporter out. It's Cision. You have to create an account with Cision. That's CISION. And this gives you maximum of exposure too. They send you emails daily about all genre, like it could be lifestyle, fitness, travel, business, finance, technology, and you just pick a subject. Usually have when you receive it daily, they usually ask for the writer to provide you pitch within like a day or two. So you always have to make sure you check the deadline, and they never really ask for something very long. Sometimes it's just a suggestion, like they say, oh, what is the best gift for dogs, or what would be the best fisherman outfit, suggestion, and they will just give you credit for that. All you do is type a little bit, tiny little bit of narrative, and a description the way you want to write it, and then just I put down the link there and then put your information, and that gives you credits and that exposes you out there. And the cool thing about this, and I really find that it's just great because I've been approved about 8 times. I submitted over 20. And some of them are pretty big magazines, like I will never been able to reach without that outlet. So that's my tip, that's my tip to get out there. Another tip is to go directly to newspaper editor and send them an email and to say, can I submit a short story, or can I get some exposure somehow? A lot of people just shut you down or send you a no reply email. I get that a lot, and you feel like you've been dismissed, but it's okay. Don't be discouraged. There's gonna be other doors that are gonna open for you. So anyway, that's the way it's gotta be. I mean, if you really want to get to the top, you just gotta be persuasive, and you have to just keep going. So I hope I see some of you tonight for my healing session, and I'll be back next time, hopefully with a new guest. Bye.